Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to anybody who has already subscribed, and I truly appreciate it. So there's talk right now about YouTube removing the dislike button on certain videos, or on all videos, potentially in time, and a lot of controversy around that. Personally, I think if they want to make it so it is the option of the whoever hosts that channel, whether it be an individual or a corporation, if they want to remove the dislike feature, I guess fine. However, I don't think YouTube should just get rid of the whole thing entirely. This is definitely, it seems to be brought about by the big corporations. Disney, which owns Marvel and also owns Lucasfilm, and people are saying that there's like big targeted hate groups that are taking to YouTube to do downvote campaigns and stuff like that. Listen, if Lucasfilm or Marvel or any Disney property puts out a video and right off the bat they just get absolutely, well, first off, if it's a controversial thing, you know what I mean? So if it's very racially driven or very driven about some kind of identity politics, whether it be sexuality or gender or what have you, or something overly political, yes, it's going to be controversial. If they put something new out, for example, Marvel's New Warriors that came out just over a year ago, they announced it on YouTube and it got absolutely destroyed. I'll pull up the numbers here in a second. I'll take a screenshot because I'm driving right now. But it got really, really, really absolutely destroyed because they were going so far over the top to try to cater to, demographics that they considered to be the minorities that need the most help and blah, 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 which was like LGBTQ community, people of different color, other than white, and yada, yada, yada. But the thing is, they did it so way too extreme, and the artwork was subpar, the writing and the character development was really, really, really lazy and just cheap and silly, to the point where even people in the LGBT community and other communities that were trying to be represented, they were like, this is so bad, this is so disrespectful, because it's so cheesy and over the top that it actually felt like a parody. The like-dislike ratio, they got absolutely destroyed, and then with the recent controversy of Gina Carano being fired from Lucasfilm, anytime Kathleen Kennedy goes and posts something, or they post something about the High Republic, again, it gets absolutely destroyed because, Kathleen Kennedy seems to be a huge hypocrite. Lucasfilm is kind of killing itself, and it's very disrespectful to a huge percentage of the fan base. And then you get stuff with High Republic where they're putting out new characters like, this is Geode, who appears to be a rock. So yeah, fans are going to be like, no, this sucks, this is garbage. I think for any publicly traded companies, you should have the likes and dislikes available for anyone to see, because, hey, if I was really invested in Disney, I owned a lot of shares of Disney, and then I see them putting out this trash that people are absolutely, hating on big time, I might be concerned and be like, hey, what the hell are you guys doing? I don't know if I want to be a part of this, if you're going to keep going in that direction. But anyway, I had another idea. So on a lot of websites, I think Amazon does it, and then certain, I believe Amazon is a big one who does it. If you're going to go and leave a review, it will say verified customer. So if you're going to leave a review for, you bought, hey, let's say you bought something from Marvel, okay? Or you bought Newbie, a Real One, the new graphic novel that I've talked about on this channel. And then you leave a review and you say, hey, 1 star, the writing was bad, the art was bad, and blah, 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 blah. You leave your thoughts on it. Now, if you're going to do that, Amazon is going to say, well, okay, yes, this is a verified customer. We can see from their purchase history that they did buy Newbie, a Real One from Amazon, and we shipped it to them. So therefore, there's more credit to whatever review they're leaving. We know that they've actually Maybe they read it, maybe they didn't, but they at least purchased it. So they took a big step. I think that could be a cool feature. Maybe for YouTube to leave the likes and dislikes. However, if somebody's just going to go on and dislike said video, there has to be some kind of like credential where it's like, hey, they have actually watched more than 70% of this video, or more than 50% of this video, or 100% of this video. Whatever makes the most sense and whatever seems the most fair. That way they can't just, because if the argument is that, oh, there's big targeted hate campaigns and stuff, I don't think that's the most accurate, but hypothetically, I'll go with it. I'll say, yeah, fine. Just, play devil's advocate. So, yeah, we have 300,000 dislikes versus, 2,000 likes. It's targeted hate. Okay, fine. Maybe make it so for anyone to hit the like or dislike button, they have to watch a certain percentage of the video. And then, I'm sure YouTube could put that in its algorithm and, or maybe have a separate thing where it's like, well, here's the like to dislike ratio, but, only 30% of these are verified, whatever. So that was just an idea. You have verified customers. Why not have some kind of a verification system for reviews? And then my final thought, if they want to talk about it being like a targeted hate thing, if it's any kind of new material, again, so much new stuff is really controversial. So I think it's difficult to say, oh, it's just targeted hate, because you have to understand that you might be putting something out there that people genuinely, your fan base at least, the ones who are most concerned, they don't like. Now, the first thing that popped in my head when I was trying to think of an example was The Dark Knight with Christian Bale and Heath Ledger playing Joker. Many regard that as the best superhero movie of all time. If you don't, that's fine. But it is very, very, very highly regarded amongst critics and amongst fans. And, hypothetically, I'll pull up these numbers too because I'm curious. But let's just say the trailer for The Dark Knight was, let's say it's 1 million upvotes and it's 50,000 downvotes. And then Christian Bale comes out and says, I don't believe in whatever, or I do believe in whatever, or he says something controversial, in today's society, and people just get really butthurt about it. And then right after that, you just see out of nowhere, 500,000 just new downvotes, just boom, out of nowhere. That I would consider, because this movie's been around since 2008, that I would consider some kind of a targeted hate thing, where it's like, okay, everything was fine, and then some group got mad, and they're just whining about it, so they took to YouTube to let their feelings be heard. If that were the case, if it were something more like that, I think you have a better case for saying oh, this is targeted hate. Maybe there's a Reddit, or maybe there's a YouTube, or a Facebook group that's, behind this, and yeah, fine. Maybe you're right. But if it's just hey, Marvel releases new blah, 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 and everyone's like, no, this sucks. Maybe that's just because it sucks. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Let me know what your thoughts are. I always love engaging in the comment section. Thank you. Bye.